The first thing is very important for us to know that we will change with time. The word old is very negative in my view. There is a beauty for every stage of our growth. And when we are not aware of that beauty, we have the tendency to want to be in another phase. Well, education is the power, and that's why we're here. When we have the right knowledge, we fit in well. Most of the time, the aging process is the outcome of our lifestyles. So, I would like to teach about the aging process to teach children, adolescents, and young adults. It's more interesting when they learn about the aging process. It is very important that you know how you age depends on how you manage previous stages in your life. So caring for adults, to me is a very special moment. It's one of those moments when beauty is consumed wholly and fully because you have people who are present. They used to walk into the salon, they have 1,000 programs in their mind, they are running from one place to another. Their ability to even appreciate the depth and the dimension of your service is limited. When we work with elderly people, they are present and their awareness level is very high, and you can actually give them the full package and they can go home completely blessed. So I want to say that this is one of the most beautiful ages when you should consume and take advantage of beauty services. Caring for this privileged group of people is also important because this beauty service now becomes their health service. Actually, at mature age, you should stay away from drugs and medical procedures because they denature and they are more toxic. Beauty therapy is the best thing to consume as you mature because they give you the ability to regenerate, rejuvenate, and to hold on your great physiological abilities rather than depend on the influence of drug and surgical and so on procedures. Let those come when it is absolutely necessary, when you have no other choice, but we can prevent them if we consume beauty holistically from competent hands. So, caring for the elderly, the most important thing we have to know is that keeping the body young and healthy is moisturizing. Moisture, 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 moisture. The best cosmetics moisturize always. So when they are not moisturizing, they should not be able to aggress the skin of its moisture. So you see procedures like cleansing, using a cleanser on your face, using a shampoo on your hair, using a hand gel to wash your hands. If they are not moisturizing products, they should not dehydrate your face, your hair, and your hands. So some of the best shampoos and the best cleansers are not dehydrating. So the next thing we have to do is that as elderly people, we have to be very gentle when we care for your skin because the skin has lost tonicity with time. The tonus of the skin is lost for some time. Most procedures in beauty in facials are dragging, pulling, stretching, and giving too much mobility to the skin. The skin may have lost its adherence to the deeper tissues like the dermis, and the tendency for it to be moving around and be flabby, And when you pull on that, you make clients feel uncomfortable because they see reasons to think that their skin is losing its tone. We don't have to remind them of that. The next thing is caring for elderly people. We do a lot of pampering and massaging. Blood flow and circulation is the strongest component for nourishing the skin from within. And when you don't nourish the skin from within, it regenerates slowly, and then it suffers more from external environment that affects the skin, that's climatic and external conditions. So from then, massaging is very, very influential in improving circulation, which will bring nourishment to the skin from the underlying layers and will take away toxins that accumulate from metabolic activities of that skin. Which means that nourishment will come because elderly people eat well. They need to keep a very good, rich diet, which is nourishing, moisturizing, and which is toxic free. And we would like to have a program where we talk about diet, where we look at how from the common meals that we have in our community, and we are blessed in Cameroon, you can have beautiful, everybody talks about a balanced diet. Let us go into the niche and the nitty-gritty of that. Pick up elements that can actually help nourish and moisturize the skin, the vitamins and minerals that are important, and what sources of foods can give them to us. So next thing is that when you work on elderly people, you must encourage them to do exercises. There's a discussion one wants to have on spas. When we go there, you realize that in one place you can have all of that. So this service must be such that you encourage them to do exercises. Little works are not small. Hand stretch movements and so on are not small. Rotations and so on. They should do exercises because that will help in, improving on the nourishment of the inner cells and also elimination of toxins. And of course, one very important thing, they should enjoy having good sleep. They should rest well. When you sleep well, you give time for the body to work quietly and renew itself and to eliminate toxins and regenerate.